What's up, guys? This is Chris from Honest Outlaw here, and today we're going to be going over another Springfield gun. In some ways, it seems like a labor of love. I really want this guy to work. This guy looks very cool, and our last few Springfield videos have not worked out the way I anticipated. So I have no qualms with you, rifle. I hope you work well. This is the Springfield Hellion. I like to call it the DVD or the Blu-ray because it is based on the HS Products VHS 2. If you're unfamiliar with that, welcome to the rest of the world. But they are a Croatian military firearm, arguably the best bullpup in the world. I've heard that several times. And I've just never had an opportunity to hold one, use one, anything like that, along with pretty much everybody else in the United States, until Springfield decided to import these bad boys. There is a lot of features on this gun that attract me to it, but mainly the overall Starship Troopers, pulse rifle style, Master Chief, name your reference look. It looks pretty freaking amazing. On top of that, it has some more modern features by comparison to standard bullpups. Even France looked at this to replace their bullpup, their FAMAS, and they ended up going with the HK416. That being said, from what I hear and from some of the videos that I've seen of this gun, it looks pretty sweet. That being said, it's hard to say because I bought mine. This was $2,700. Springfield did not send this to me. Springfield would not send me things. If you've seen any of my last Springfield products. But it's not my fault their guns don't work. But most of them do, don't get me wrong. But some of them have some issues. This one, hopefully not. But anyway, it has a G36 style charging system, which is very sweet because that makes it full ambi, so right or left-handers can charge the gun. You can actually change the ejection port. You can see here there's two ejection ports. You just have to activate one or the other, and you can make it right or left-handed, which is a big freaking deal for left-handers on a bullpup. The reason why I say that is because there's no brass deflector like M16 AR-15 style here that's going to save you by pushing the brass forward. That bitch is going to eject right in your face unless you have the ejection port switched over. There's a couple of different and unique ways that bullpups get by with that. Some of my favorites are going to be the FS2000s, probably an interesting system. The Desert Tech's an interesting system, and the problem with those systems generally is that they have some sort of chute or something to shoot the ejected or the empty casing out the front or down the bottom, and if there is a malfunction, you can get in there and clear it. As you can see here in this ejection port, if you have a malfunction, I've never actually locked the bolt to the rear, so we'll see if I can pull that off on camera. I actually don't even know how to lock the bolt to the rear, and I'm supposed to be the expert. That's fucking hilarious. But this is your bolt lock here, or this is your bolt release here, and this is your magazine release. But if you were able to just hold the goddamn bolt open, there's a bolt open, or there's a bolt hold open, I'm sure, somewhere. You can get those rounds out, or at least you can see what the issue is, which is a problem I've always had with bullpups, because malfunctions don't happen all the time, but they do happen, especially if you're moving around. People who shoot 1,000 rounds on the flat range not do anything, but if you do any rollover prone, shoot through barricades, if you're trying to shoot in awkward positions where maybe a spent casing will hit a wall and come back, or you'll get your glove stuck in there, you'll get your, I mean, last video I had my glove stuck in the damn gun. So sometimes it just happens. And if it does happen, I'd like to be able to clear that malfunction, so I like this feature. I like that it has the Tavor style magazine release and bolt release. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that it comes with a BCM gunfighter grip, which I like a lot as well. And obviously an M-LOK rail on top there, which brings it into the new and modern age, which I absolutely appreciate. That being said, I think these are the features that Springfield changes to get these imported from Croatia to here. We've got like a 3-4 prong flash hider. That's kind of a new one. Adjustable gas system up here. We've got push button flip up sights, which are pretty sweet actually. I was using them. They are adjustable. There's a bunch of little apertures in here, so that's very cool. However, we did put the Holosun reflex sight on it because I do prefer that. It actually has the EOTech reticle in it, or the primary arms reticle or whatever, and I like that an awful lot. QD mounts for my sling, and unlike a lot of bullpups, this is a feature I did like. It has an adjustable length of pull. How fucking sweet is that? Seems like a pretty easy fix there for a lot of other bullpups, but nobody was interested in doing it, but they did it. On top of that, one thing I don't like right out of the box is this fucking horrible safety here. This thing is a nightmare. I have some fairly large hands, I mentioned in every video, and I have a really hard time reaching that to activate that. So I'm not sure who they invented that for, Bigfoot or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or somebody. Shaq maybe Shaq was on the R&D team for that. But other than that, the gun looks cool, and if it works well, I think it should be a hit. If you're not familiar with the whole bullpup concept, the whole point of the gun is to put the action behind the trigger group, really. So we have the action of the gun back here, all the bang bangy goes on right next to your face, which is why bullpups generally are heavier than standard rifles, because they have to reinforce this area, because they don't want you to lose your moneymaker. So that's pretty cool, and because they do that, you get a much shorter length of pull, or much shorter overall length of the rifle. This has a full 16-inch barrel with full 16-inch velocity, which is very appealing when you consider that it has the overall length of a 10.5-inch AR-15. So CQB should be pretty awesome with this. That should be why it's invented, but it also has the capability to reach out and touch something, which is kind of the issue that modern warfare people face. Like people in modern war today, they have to go from clearing rooms out to shooting distances of 500 and 600 yards, maybe even past that. So it's actually kind of cool to see modern innovation like this, and hopefully this rifle will take the bullpup to the next level. I've always liked the idea of bullpups, but I've never liked them in function. Because there's a lot of issues. One, it's harder to reload the magazine. Two, it's harder to clear malfunctions. Three, the trigger is almost always mushier and more difficult to operate because of the length of the linkage between the action and the trigger. So we'll have to see if this overcomes some of those with some of the new features they have on this, or if this is just another Before we do that, I want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. Springfield did not send me this gun, as I mentioned. I bought this with the patron dollars. So thank you guys very much for that. This gun was around $2,500, $2,700. So without you guys, this review would not happen. So if you want to sign up for that, all you got to do is go to the link in the description. There is a local shelter in Ames, Iowa down there. It's the youth shelter. I would really appreciate it, though, if you would go down and donate $1 to those kids. They could use your help. I want to thank the sponsor of this video, the Sonoran Desert Institute. One of my favorite sponsors, because it actually means a lot to me that they get out there and give education on things that I really like to do and had to figure out myself. I figured out how to gunsmith based on tinkering, YouTube videos, and all sorts of random information that was sometimes correct and sometimes not. If you like that stuff, the best way to get good at that is go to the Sonoran Desert Institute, because not only will you get good at it for your own personal use, but you can also then start a career in a field that you really enjoy. And the Sonoran Desert Institute has you covered. You can learn more at their website, sdi.edu. All right, so we haven't zeroed it yet, but I had this on an AR, so I want to see how close it is. We're at 75 yards. And I just wanted to talk about this safety. I think I'm going to run this safety like an AK, just not with my hand sliding down, but I think I'm just going to run it on the strong side with my thumb, just because that's what I keep doing. So I might as well just do it, I suppose. All right. Double taps pretty well at 75. The trigger is trash. I mean, it's not trash. It should be so mean. It's good for a bullpup. Let's go with that. But as far as like compared to, I just shot a Geisley Super Duty, which comes with a Geisley trigger in it. So I mean, I'm a little spoiled, I have to admit. So it's a little bit of comparison, but I would argue it's still better than most of the bullpups I've shot. First mag. Recoil's good. It feels good. It doesn't feel snappy at all. It feels like a kind of little gentle push. Not a big issue with the action coming back at all in your face. You don't notice that at all. The cheek piece feels very snug. It's all polymer back here, which is cool because it's cold. And a lot of times they'll put metal back here and then your face will stick to it, and that sucks. The only thing I don't like about this gun so far is the safety. Everything else seems to be doing pretty well. But we got 6 more mags, so let's find out. I'm having some sling related issues. It's got QD mounts on the front and the back here, and then it's got them in the middle too, and I'm actually kind of rocking this T-Rex arms-esque like close-up double sling kind of thing, you know? So it's a 2-point sling, but I have it close enough to where it kind of feels like a 1-point sling. Part of that's because I didn't want to readjust my sling and I couldn't reach all the way over there, so I just stuck it here. And it feels kind of wobbly, but it feels all right. Let's try some of the reloads here and just see how it reloads. All right. can't hear me hitting those targets, can you?
Nope, I can't.
I'll just shoot that big gong.
Okay.
Where the fuck now? Till I do. All right, so a couple of things I don't like. I don't like the safety, and I sure as shit, I keep wanting to pull this forward to release the bolt, but you have to push this back. And to me, maybe it's just because of my anatomy, that feels weird to me. But other than those two controls, it's good to go. All right, so you can actually do the, I've been actually doing the thumb over bore thing here. I just shot a whole mag and the wife didn't get it on camera. So
my bad.
Sorry about that. But we'll shoot another one, don't worry. But I've been doing the old Chris Costa thumb over bore thing here, and it actually feels really good. Here, I'm gonna shoot your mag now.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up.
It's okay, we'll get you another one.
Are you actually having fun with the Springfield?
With the Springfield? Yeah. Well, see, people think my sling came out.
Above here.
Did it really? Hook
Yep.
me back in, my tactical mistress.
I don't know how to do it.
You just push it in.
Is that what she said? But
she would if she could.
I can't. Sorry,
You can't
I can't.
film, you can't put slings in.
It is not my day. Good thing I'm cute.
What?
Good thing I'm cute.
All right, I'm gonna let you shoot this, but I'm gonna try hip shot from here.
Okay.
A little left. That's a 35-yard hip shot.
Way to go, honey.
So what she did was adjust the length of pull, and now you're gonna flip that safety off.
It does, it still feels really too long for me.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, there she is. You look like a Smurf that entered a Halo game. That's what you look like. All right, so the magazine release is not intuitive for tiny little American
Did you say
chicks.
I have to press a button back
Yeah, you
here?
press that and it should drop.
This?
Yep. There it is. Now you pop the new one in. Now you can either run the charging handle in the front or you can hit this little button back here. You can pull that backward.
Pull it back?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, okay. This is officially 0% intuitive, but it is
Well,
fun.
not for you,
Right.
but maybe for other people.
Right.
I like it.
I
Except
like
for
it
that
too.
bolt release. I don't like the bolt release, but I like the gun. See what you got, Rambo. Just pile them off. Who cares if you hit it? Hovering fire.
Oh! The frag, man, the frag. I have confirmed we are going.
Okay, I gotta do a little snot check first. Well, it's there, but who cares? Anyway, so the Springfield Hellion is so far pretty fucking awesome. Out of all the Springfield guns I've shot lately, this is definitely my favorite. The Waypoint was kind of a bust. The Springfield St. Victor was a terrible bust. But this bad boy right here, I am telling you, I like this guy. The trigger is a standard Bullpup trigger. It's okay. It's probably along the lines of the Tavor, something like that. So it's not the worst Bullpup trigger, but it ain't bad. The safety selector is god-awful miserable. And the bolt release, I feel like should be a push button instead of a pull button, just for me. But other than that, everything on the gun is pretty awesome. And that's hard to believe considering it is in fact in a bullpup configuration, because for the most part bullpups have some issues, whether it comes to the inserting the mag, the reloading process seem to be pretty easy. The grip feels very nice. One of the things about bullpups, a lot of times the grip is not interchangeable, where this obviously is because that's a BCM AR-15 grip. A lot of times you even get one of the more modern Tavors like the X95 or something like that, you're still gonna have the pick rail issue. We're gonna be heavy out front, whereas this is all polymer M-LOK. I like that a lot. We have an adjustable gas system on it, which is really, really cool. Unlike even a lot of ARs, it comes with flip-up sights right out of the box, which is very nice because they're obviously integrated into the Picatinny reel. I love this. I've always loved the G36 style charging handle because it just seems to make the absolute most sense for left and right handers. And that's one thing I did want to mention is this has got to be the most ambi bullpup ever. I mean, for left and right handers, for sure. I mean, easy change out on the ejection port, charging handle, and the safety, and the bolt release and the magazine release are all ambi. Even the freaking changing of the length of pull is ambidextrous. So, man, I hate to say it. Springfield really does their best work when they just import shit somebody else made. Big ups to HS Products for this bad boy. I gotta say, is it worth $2,500? That's up to you. You know, will an AR-15 do this just as well for $600-700? Yeah, it will. It will. It's just a niche thing. A, it looks cool, right? B, it's short. So if you're interested in having that 16-inch velocity in an overall 26-ish overall length package, this is really a good way to do it. For real. I mean, if I was gonna get a bullpup, it'd be this, the X95, or the MDR. Those are my three favorites currently, and this might be my current favorite, honestly. I like the X95 because of what the Tavor has been able to do across the world. However, the Croatians have seen pretty good luck with the VHS, which still cracks me up. It shouldn't, but I'm a child. But overall, I really like the damn thing. I'm really impressed so far. I'm surprised. This is what you get when you come into something with no anticipation of success. Sometimes you get pleasantly surprised. Well, you didn't like it though.
No, I liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, I liked it. I got fragged in the face a lot, but...
That's because we didn't switch the ejection port over before you started to shoot left-handed. Right. So, thanks for that. But yeah, no problem.
Whatever,
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm just here.
I forgot about it.
Be funny. I had a good time shooting it.
That's a good summary.
I like me being concise.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please stop out your local home shelters. And remember to recycle. I'll check you later.